tomorrow. Like literally. Like this league, yeah. Like we play each other tomorrow. Like, I was like, bro, I literally, even David, like when he played, I was like, oh shit, we play. He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, bro, I don't not like I just don't. It's not even about it's just to get like I don't know. It was just like I reached a level of burnout to where I'm just like, man, I load up when I load up, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even about to, you know what I'm saying?
To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing
cylinders
right out of the gate.
Defensively for this year, yeah. Obiazo. They're both Nigerian. There's a lot of Nigerians on that TCU team. There's probably a lot of local Texas kids.
So it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to
Toby.
until you find that
yeah, I know him.
Or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And that's going to fall
Good
to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding.
Nah, Jace Brown, he's pretty good. I think I played him in the slot the year I had them, but
he was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
he'll probably change the impact. It's a punt. Let's go.
Third and short, and it did not work against this defense. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. TCU will send its offense back onto the field.
Nigga, because there's a skill gap there, bro. Like, don't you get it? Yeah.
No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off.
Yeah, boy, you late.
Gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense.
Yeah.
Where they're supposed to be.
I heard they had their you know, actually I'm on stream. Hold on. Let me mute myself real quick.
Well, the slot receiver's running the in route there, and he does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense right over the middle of the field.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. To the air, it's Hoover. Complete with conviction on the crossover. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
We always talk about Yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man. It's Curtis. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you've got to find a way to slow this quarterback down. Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the rookie.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Got him downfield. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Edwards.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Dances away to buy time. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 45. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Just a short pass to the tight end. Powers through. Turning it on. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Kansas State has it 1st and goal. Johnson looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
The give to the back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And we're not used to seeing this from this offense. This offense usually clips at a really high level on third down. They execute well. Tip your cap to the defense. They won that battle.
The Horned Frogs will try to move the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He put some heat on that one down the middle.
When you see them there taking the shot, I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Kansas State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. The sure hands. It's McAllister. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They'll send the back in motion. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Horned Frogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. moves quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The give to the single back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Steps away. Blasted as he lets it go. He makes the catch. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up the throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. After the run, now to throw. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they need.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Unloads to the right. Got his man. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take on 4th down. Go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
Johnson wants to throw it. Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, TCU! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Got enough for the first. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And that touchdown was massive for the offense. Gives them confidence heading into halftime. But remember, they're going to be receiving first in the 3rd quarter, so they get an opportunity to cut even further into this lead. That was a huge play.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. That's going to wrap up the first half. Join Kevin with the halftime update.
Nah, man, because nah, man.
Kansas State.
I hear that, man.
We get things started
Come on.
here in the third quarter.
Because I knew you agreed, and you was like, you know what I'm saying?
25, no attempt at a return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the big fella. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's McAllister. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Sweet spin. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Payne. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Texas A&M is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been gigging them since the first whistle. They're up by 25 over Sam Houston. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Edwards. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, Kansas State will try to move the chains. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They go to the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Wildcats are marching down the field.
Let's go! Let's go!
On the ground, it's Edwards. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Set ready!
Johnson wants to throw it. Quarterback extends the play. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. On the move, it's Payne. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll run play action. Makes the catch. It's McAllister. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Horned Frogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Motion from the wide receiver. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops, and you force that fourth down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Try to get it to the edge. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Swings it out to the flat. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And the Horned Frogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
38, Kansas City, 14.
Coming out with it, it's Lockett. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Moving away from pressure. Got rid of it just in time. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The tackle. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. He might want another play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Brown. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the tight end. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job.
There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Got the first down and more. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Horned Frogs in the hurry-up.
No!
Goes to the wideout.
Oh, goodness.
What a play to set him up. Bringing it back.
That's whack. He got bumped on the route.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass.
He got bumped on the route.
Of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback.
Yeah, he's slow.
That big play.
He can tackle very well, though. But
After this, it'll be a wrap. The offense changing the play. Johnson wants to throw it.
Yep. Yep.
Right down the middle. Wait till the final whistle. It falls incomplete.
GG, little bro.
You sort of think that over the years, you get a
GG,
few of
bye-bye.
these types